space. And as always, if you feel sick, stay home. Watch on TV. We welcome Hamilton County TV here tonight. Together we can reduce the spread of COVID-19. For your convenience, toilets are located under the bleachers. Come back after spring break, and I believe the restrooms will be open. We look forward to that. We also encourage you to stop at the concession stand under the bleachers at the field. I'd like to briefly announce our platinum sponsors, and a big thank you to them: Gaylor Electric, Midstate Engineering, Ortho Dynamics, Richardson Family, Gorman and Bunch Orthodontics, New American Funding, Cumberland Play School, and Wesco Distribution. Once the girls grab their sticks and get back in line, we will, they're going to please rise. And men, please remove your hats for the singing of the national anthem. Welcome to the visiting North Central Panthers. Starting at goal for North Central, Marissa Bardot. Starting number 25, Claire Bootbaugh. Number 29, Ayalani Hernandez. Number 28, Lizzie Koshnick. Number 24, Kate Myers. Number 11, Emerson Priest. Number 26, Hannah Radford. Number 1, Carly Street. Number 22, Ava Williams. Number 21, Ray George. Number 17, Savannah McDonald. Number 18, Bella Wilson. And now let's hear from the home team, your Noblesville Lady Millionaires. Starting at goal, number 70, junior Maddie Reel. Starting at defense, number 10, senior Cheney Cornell. Starting at defense, number 12, junior Lindsay Wilson. Starting at defense, number 2, junior, Aubrey R. Starting at defense, number 16, senior, Maddie Christie. Starting at midfield, number 13, senior, Mallory Miller. Starting at midfield, number 11, junior, Emma Potter. Starting at midfield, number 4, senior, Sydney Klinger. Starting in attack, number 20, senior, Brooke Miller. Starting in attack, number 21, senior, Reagan Haney. Starting in attack, number 11, number 30, junior, Maya Hill. And in attack, number 5, freshman, Chloe Barnett. Coaching your Noblesville Lady.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this evening's broadcast of Girls Lacrosse on Hamilton County TV, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating over 29 years in the business. And as we begin this evening, we want to thank our great sponsors. In addition to Logan Street Signs and Banners, of course, Noblesville Trophies, Gaylor Electric, Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, Van Osdal and Farrar, We Are Business Technology Simplified, Church, Hiddle and Antrim, Jamie Carmesino, Carpenter Realtor, visit HamiltonCounty.com and Hamilton County Reporter. This is Pat Haney here with Jeff Potter this evening for tonight's contest between our Noblesville Millers and the North Central Panthers. Jeff, what can we look forward to in tonight's matchup?
Well, I think we can look forward to a very fast-paced offensive attack by the Millers, a very aggressive defense, and a very strong transition game, as this is the second outing for the Millers this season. North Central is a rebuilding program, and they're going to be really focused on their fundamentals, trying to improve and remain competitive out there on the field tonight. So we have Emma Potter on the draw, Mallory Miller, and is that Bree Miller on the other side there?
I think we got Sydney Klinger also out there at midfield. Draw control will be big this evening, as it is in any lacrosse contest. And we are underway, and it looks as though Emma's going to come away
with the draw control.
With the draw. Miller's maintain possession. Pass ahead to Mallory Miller. Mallory.
Miller's retained possession there.
Looked for Reagan Haney. Could not make that connection, but Brooke Miller on the attack.
Draws the shooting space penalty. And that's a player safety call. We're trying to protect the defender from having a shot ricochet off of them at close range, but it allows
Brooke Miller
to
with
put it in the back of the net
with the goal. Well done. Millers are on the board here right as we get underway in tonight's contest. That'll be 1-0 Millers. Once again, Brooke Miller put that one in the back of the net on the Millers' first possession this evening.
Millers have several players that want to keep an eye on. Potter, Klinger, Mallory Miller, all three are going to be college commits next fall to play lacrosse. Mallory Miller and Sydney Klinger are going to Walsh University in Ohio. Emma Potter is going to Central Michigan University.
Potter has the ball right now. Moves it into the zone for the Millers. She looks for Reagan Haney. Again, not able to make that connection. And North Central goalie comes away with it.
Good clear by the goalie. Good pressure by the defender there. Oh, nice takeaway. Forcing the ball loose with a good effort on defense. And the Millers trying to come up with it here. And they do.
Believe Sydney Klinger has it right now. Comes
Picking
away
up
with
that
that
ground
ground ball.
All started with a good transition defense by the Millers.
And Emma Potter puts one in the back of the net. Emma's first goal on the evening. The Millers now lead 2-0. Jeff, you'll definitely see the Millers have a lot of offensive motion.
They do a lot of motion, and the nice thing about that play is Sydney created a good look for Emma by drawing some defenders, opens up a passing lane where she can make a nice easy pass to Emma, who takes it in and finishes it off.
Emma Potter back on the draw for the Millers. And Mallory, oh, looks like Emma's going to control the draw.
That's her second one of the night. Emma Potter became the Noblesville High School all-time draw control leader in the game on Saturday, passing Kat Green.
Kat, who went on to play at the University of Indianapolis.
And they're off to a great start. Oh, nice cut in front of the goal. And find her. Defense surrounded. Picked up that ball. Now they'll try and clear it. Oh, nice knockdown there by Maya. Maya Hill picked up by Mallory Miller. So forced turnover by Maya Hill. Ground ball by Mallory Miller. And the Potter passes to Mallory Miller.
Mallory over to Sydney Klinger. Sydney looking for a teammate. Looks like she...
Oh, beautiful.
Well done. She finds Chloe Barnett.
Chloe Barnett, in her first varsity game on Saturday, had a hat trick. A great way to start your career as a Miller, as a freshman. And Sydney Klinger, who made the great pass in there with the assist, tied a Noblesville High School record for most points in a game with 7. She had four goals and 3 assists on Saturday, tying a record held by Mia Blackburn from a couple years ago. Mia Blackburn playing at Liberty University this year. So, good trends.
Millers now lead 3-0. We have 22 minutes left in this first half.
Sydney Klinger on that draw. And Mallory Miller with the pickup.
You're not going to see many lacrosse players that are going to have a quickness advantage on Mallory Miller.
No, she is. She's got a great first step, and then she is very quick.
Emma Potter getting the Millers organized.
Good look in front of the goal. The Millers are being patient, taking time to run their offense. This is a good opportunity for them to really develop their chemistry on the field and really develop their ability to run the offense. Nice cut. Nice cut and a nice pass. Just didn't get that one finished, but they did pick up the ball again. Trying a new play, it looks like. Miller's moving the ball quickly around the perimeter.
Maya Hill on the shot. Millers will reorganize. Finds Reagan Haney. Reagan Haney shot on goal and just wide. Millers will retain possession.
We talked about this in the JV game. That's one of the hallmarks of the offense is you can see that Noblesville keeps a girl back in what they call that X spot. And one of her goals is to look for that cutter on the pass, but also to make sure that on those shots that go long, that they're the first one back to pick it up so that they can retain possession and create another opportunity. Millers are very aggressive cutting in front of the goal. Sydney Klinger worked her way through the entire front of the defense.
Sydney Klinger very comfortable with these free position opportunities. Officials will get everybody organized. Ooh. Tried to connect there with Brooke Miller, I believe, and the Panthers come away with it.
Quickly back up the field by the Panthers. Double team, very quick to the defense.
Ground ball, battled for. It looks like it is going to be North Central main possession.
Nice hustle there by Aubrey Arms.
Miller's looking to get a double team, put pressure on the ball immediately.
She needs to get a position there in bounds. False start, so here come the Millers.
All right, Miller should get a good look here if they can maintain that possession. Emma Potter gets the ground ball. She's got Mallory Miller cutting down the middle.
Oh, finds the cutter going to the goal. Just could not finish that. A nice pass and catch on the, trying to do the catch and shoot. But the Millers retain possession.
And I believe we have a timeout on the field. Coach Mitchell wants to talk things over with the Millers. And as they go to a timeout, we want to take a moment to thank our sponsor, Logan Street Signs and Banners. They're celebrating over 29 years. Logan Street Signs and Banners specialize in last-minute signage and banners. Serving Noble County, Noblesville, and Hamilton County since 1992. You can contact them at 317-773-7200 and visit their website at www.loganstreetsigns.com and give them a follow on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Thank you to Logan Street Signs and Banners. Jeff, what are you seeing in the game so far?
Well, I think what we talked about earlier is draw control leading to offensive possessions, and that the Millers were going to focus on that, and they're delivering on that. They've won each of the draw controls so far. Their offense is being patient. They're looking for cutters, a lot of movement on offense. I saw them run a couple of different plays as they're trying some different techniques and things. So they're looking to grow and develop their skill on offense. Defensively, for the Millers, nice double teams and transition defense, really putting a lot of pressure on the Panthers to even get the ball upfield. So I would anticipate we'll see continue to see that kind of effort from the Millers. And for the Panthers, their focus is they've got to get after those loose balls. They've got to win them to eliminate those extra possessions that the Millers are getting. And they've got to get their transition game moving so they can get into the offensive space and really try and set up something to score.
Millers have a 3-0 lead. If you want to find something to be critical of for the Millers, they have had a couple of good looks. They just haven't connected on from a passing and receiving standpoint. Mallory Miller passes it over to Emma Potter. And the Millers put that in the back of the net. I thought that was Brooke Miller on the goal. From our vantage point, Jeff, the gold numbers on the white jerseys makes our job a little difficult.
It does make it a little bit challenging. So you got to kind of rely on how do they run, how do they hold their stick, and hope you're guessing for the right one.
And what color headband do they wear?
That's right.
Also helpful.
If they put that on the list so we could identify them by their headbands, that might work. Sydney Klinger back on the draw this time. wins the draw to herself. Good job. Driving it downfield, finds an open cutter in front of the goal for the
And
goal.
that's going to be Reagan Haney on the goal with the assist from Sydney Klinger. Very, very quick offensive transition. Reagan just went down the middle of the field. Sydney found her and put it on the money.
A lot of teams that struggle sometimes, they force the ball up the field by running it. And as you can see, that was a few runs, 10 yards of running, and a quick pass. And that is deadly to a defense.
We've got Maddie Christie on the draw this time.
Brooke Miller on the pickup.
I think Brooke finds Reagan Haney to Sydney Klinger.
To a cutter in the middle.
Sydney back to Maddie Christie. Got a ground ball. Miller's control. Another ground ball. Reagan Haney's going to control that.
Nice cut there. Miller's working hard on cutting to the front of the goal to set up opportunities. Looks like they're getting ready to change their play.
Sydney looks for the angle. Takes it behind the goal. Not able to find anyone, so she'll reset. Oh, Reagan Haney finds Sydney Klinger, and Sydney's going to put it in the back of the net. A little bit of a give and go misdirection. Good execution by the Millers.
Nice assist by Reagan Haney to Sydney Klinger to finish it off. Creating those opportunities, that ball movement around the perimeter, moving the ball quickly, looking for those cutters, getting into that open space, finding it, catching it, and finishing. Those are the things that Coach Mitchell and staff are really going to be pleased with when they review the tape, to see that kind of movement. And that's what the expectation is going to be for them. 6-0 as we're still early into the first half. And I would guess we'll start to see some changes on the field.
Millers won their first contest against Avon 18-0. So seeing a lot of offense early in the season from the Millers. Maddie Christie on the draw control there, moving the ball upfield. And she finds Chloe Barnett in front of the goal. I think that's Chloe's second goal,
on
the evening. Once again, Chloe is the lone freshman in the starting lineup and is off to a fantastic start this season.
Chloe Barnett's a nice finisher around the goal, and that is something that's a real prized option to have, somebody that the girls feel confident in, and especially as a freshman, to generate that kind of confidence from the upperclassmen is tremendous. So hats off to Chloe, and she's off to a fantastic start, and many great things are headed her way in her career as a Miller. First draw control won by North Central, and there she is converged on by quadruple team. There were 4 Millers quickly to defend. Now that she's doubled, tripled, quadrupled again, this girl is fighting through.
I think they're going to call an offensive foul there.
As those defenders were holding their position, she was still pushing through, and that's that charge that they're going to call. So the Millers swing it back the other direction.
Maddie Christie up ahead to Sydney Klinger. Sydney finds that Chloe Barnett again in front of the net, and Chloe puts it in the back of the net again. This is a senior-heavy team. I believe there are 11 seniors on the varsity. Is that correct, Jeff?
11 seniors on this Miller varsity team. And, the thing about the Millers that you're starting to see is it's not a one-person show. We've already had 4 different girls score. Let me think about that, right? Let's see, Sydney scored, Chloe scored, Reagan scored, and Emma scored. Is there anybody we're missing? Brooke. 5 different scores. as we've just started the game. And we've had 4 assists on 8 goals, which is really good, about 50%. So
Maddie Christie continuing to take the draw, and I believe that's Emma Hammond into the game with the draw
Another
control.
freshman.
Indeed. Emma Hammond had her first varsity goal against Avon last week.
This roster is filled with players who can contribute, and tonight we'll hopefully get to see a lot of other people in roles to give them experience and opportunities. Miller's showing a lot of patience out in front of the goal there.
Natalie Blackburn into the game, yet another freshman who will contribute to this varsity team. Oh, nice pass by Sydney to Natalie, and she's going to put that right in the back of the net. Freshman Natalie Blackburn on the goal.
Goal number 18, Natalie Blackburn. Assisted. Number 4, Sydney.
North Central calls a timeout here to kind of reset and get themselves together. So we'll have a chance to get back to the action in a moment.
Yeah, before we do, let's make sure to say thank you to Noblesville Trophies, offering a large range of products, including sports trophies and corporate awards. Noblesville Trophies provides you with same-day service for those last-minute decisions, and you can contact them at 317-773-7391 or check them out online at www.noblesvilletrophies.com. Also, a thank you to Yancey's Fine Apparel and Tuxedo Rentals. Yancey's Apparel has been doing business in Noblesville for over 50 years, now located inside of Logan Street Signs and Banners. Enter the north side door. Call Dan at 317-773-2973 for any of your tuxedo and fine apparel needs. Millers lead 9-0. We have exactly 15 minutes left in the first half under the lights here at Beaver Materials Field. And thus far, looks like hoping the rain's going to hold off for us to get this contest in before it arrives.
I would hope so. So far, the evening's been great. The temperature is pleasant, and the action on the field has been fast and furious for the Millers. And for the Panthers, they're just trying to figure out how to slow it down. One of the challenges that North Central is facing is with the next goal being scored and a 10-goal differential, it'll move to a running clock as long as that differential is maintained. So Coach Mitchell has her own challenges here. She's got to figure out a way to keep her team motivated and invested in this game and make sure that they don't let off the gas, but at the same time being a good sport and doing a good job of getting lots of other players opportunities on the field to work on their skills, and it should benefit them as they move through the season and move into tournament play, to have a roster full of people that have game experience, so that if somebody goes down, you got the next girl who's up ready to go and take that spot. So that's the good news for the Millers.
Those last 2 goals coming with assists from seniors and freshmen with the goals. So exciting to see not only the impact of this senior class, but with some of the underclassmen ready to contribute as well. And North Central with their first draw control of the day.
Oh, nice job by Emma Hammond, knocking that ball out of the air, causing the turnover.
Natalie Blackburn comes away with it.
It's just that incredible pressure defense that the Millers are playing. Loose ball out in front of the goal.
And I believe that's 15, Emily Blackburn.
Emily probably could have taken that shot, but I think they're going to reset, and they're going to make sure that they try and run an offense and have an assist and score only when those opportunities are available.
Really nice defensive play there by Emma Hammond to prevent the Panthers from getting a scoring opportunity.
She almost intercepted that straight away. Had her stick up high and snatched it out of the air almost.
Official still getting everyone positioned, and the Millers move into attack mode.
Watch for the number of cutters that are moving through. Here comes one.
Oh, off the post, right off the top post. Millers maintain possession. And Millers are setting it up. You're going to see...
Nice cut by Natalie Blackburn. Here comes another cutter.
And Emma Hammond cuts and scores. Emma Hammond with the goal.
And an assist there.
Really nice cut by Emma.
Couldn't tell who the assist.
So, as we talk about freshmen contributing, Emma Hammond's our third freshman to notch a goal this evening.
That's tremendous production from new players to the program. Really helping to build their confidence. They're going to be an integral part of this team for the year.
Oh, really good hustle there by Natalie Blackburn.
Double team.
Panthers still maintain possession.
And a shot saved by Maddie Reel.
Nice save by Maddie.
Maddie is a top shelf goalie. Her first opportunity, and she swats the shot away, picks it up, gets a good clear, and the Millers are back on the offensive attack. Nice effort by the Panthers on the picking up the ground ball and moving in the attack space.
Mallory Miller back in the game. She finds Chloe Barnett in front of the net, and the Millers put that one in the net with very little resistance. Mallory and Chloe did not take long to make an impact after re-entering the game there. And again, as you mentioned, Jeff, moving that ball up the field by the pass makes life very difficult on the defense.
You can throw the ball a lot faster up and down the field than you can run it up and down the field. And it takes a while to learn that, but it also takes the confidence and the trust to throw the ball and catch the ball. And if you're contrasting the game from earlier, where you have young, new, developing players, throwing and catching is the biggest part of the game. And you can see that more experienced players are more adept at the throwing and the catching. And most of these girls that are playing varsity, almost all of them play summer club ball, or playing most of the year around on travel teams of some sort. And, you know, high-level lacrosse has really grown in central Indiana over the last few years, and producing a lot of high-caliber players. And there's a lot of good coaching in the area now. Nice cut.
That's a nice pass by Emma Hammond. I believe that's Maddie Christie with the ball. Jeff, to your point, you were telling me last winter the number of girls lacrosse collegiate teams in the state of Indiana now compared to 5-6 years ago.
Oh, it's grown tremendously. And, you know, in our own backyard, really, the University of Indianapolis is one of the top-ranked teams in Division II lacrosse. We have Division I lacrosse at Butler and Notre Dame. Notre Dame's ranked top 5 in the nation. So the nice thing is when we can get some Indiana kids onto those teams, those high-level teams. Kat Green from Noblesville is at UIndy, and that's a real tribute to her hard work and great play over the years here in Noblesville.
Emma Potter just cut to the goal. Had a scoring opportunity, just couldn't connect on that one. Millers maintained possession and reset. Sydney Klinger over to Emma Potter.
Pat, how fortunate are we to be playing lacrosse and having the opportunity to have all of our sports seasons here in Noblesville this year, and through all the great work at Noblesville schools and the administration staff, and then great folks like Jim and Deb at Hamilton County TV, who in Noblesville signs and Logan Street Signs and Banners, who support us and broadcast a lot of games when fans weren't allowed to attend. So it takes a real community effort to pull off these events, and we're just so fortunate to be out and playing.
Absolutely. These girls, of course, didn't have a lot of these. Oh, there's a pass in front of the net and a goal. And I'm going to lean on legendary PA announcer Jack Klinger here to give me Marisha. That was Marisha Whaler on the goal. That was a really nice pass in front of the net.
Great finish.
Good.
And she's another one of this freshman group.
I'm going to lose count of how many freshmen have scored tonight. I believe we're at 4.
And they're outscoring the seniors. Not a bad day's work.
Now, saying these, of course, no girls lacrosse season last year after the Millers had made it to the state semifinals the year before, of course, losing to Brebeuf. Hopefully the Millers can get back to that level again this year and really make a run at a title.
Millers have had very good success over the last several years, being in the Final Four 3 or 4 separate times during that time span.
And Millers do control the draw. That's Emma Hammond. Finds Sydney Klinger. Sydney found Reagan Haney over to Emma Potter.
Oh, there's a person open and right in front of the goal.
That's Sydney Klinger, ground ball. Looks like North Central's going to have possession here.
Well, if you're Coach Mitchell, you're pleased with how the Millers are cutting, finding open spaces. They're getting a real chance to sit down inside those open spaces. Hasn't scored on every one of them, but they've been doing a great job. North Central's going to have to spend some time talking about defensive slides at halftime and how they can help.
Emma Potter with the defensive play in the ground ball, giving possession back to the Millers. Millers will elect to pass it around the outside. That's Aubrey Arms. Over to Sydney Klinger.
Three cutters in a row.
And I think that's the one they're looking for right there. Millers now lead by a count of 13-0.
Maya Hill with her first goal of the season.
Really nice cut. I think Maya was the last cutter. I think she was the 4th cutter to get to go through there and found that opening.
Pat, that's really what happens is when you have that much motion and you're moving that many people through, it's really hard for the defense to stay locked on and stay on their the girl that they're defending. It's just so much pressure. And for North Central, they've been on defense so much of this game. You know, it wears on you.
Another quadruple team there by the Millers, and looks like Mallory Miller's going to come away with it. And a pass ahead to Emma Potter, not able to connect. See if the Millers can come up with it. They're going to double team in the corner, and they are going to win that ball back.
So if I'm Coach Miller, as we move into halftime, those things that you're going to probably talk about as being very crisp on your passing and catching. And that's an area of opportunity that's always going to be there. Mallory Miller sat down in that zone, and she was wide open.
But here comes Reagan Haney. Nope.
Mallory Miller again. They're getting some really good positions. Now it's a matter of whether or not our passers can find that spot and send the pass in safely for an opportunity to score.
Sydney Klinger calling out the play. She's going to probe the defense there.
See that first step as what we were talking about earlier, Pat.
Emma Hammond to Maya Hill. Maya Hill over to Reagan Haney.
Brooke Miller.
And,
tough pass.
Miller's not able to connect on that pass, so the Panthers will take possession, see if they can clear it as the Millers try to apply pressure.
Double team.
And I believe we got a ground ball. Emma Potter picks it up, and she's going to put that in the back of the net. Once again, the Millers apply that defensive pressure right away, able to get that ball loose. Emma Potter picks it up, attacks the net, and puts it in the bottom left corner.
Emma Potter is approaching Aaron Wilson's school record for ground balls. Probably will catch her here soon. Possible this game still.
Aaron Wilson was, of course, an excellent defender for the Miller team that made a state final run 2 years ago.
And Aaron's younger sister, Lindsay, is playing on that defensive back line and doing a great job as well. It's so funny. We have several of these girls are second or third generation families that have played, and sometimes you look at them and you go, oh my, that looks just like something that the other one did.
Emma Potter cuts through. Thinks Millers are gonna choose to eat up a little time on the clock. There's only 1:15 left here in the first half. With that, and they of course have that 14-0 lead.
Yeah, they're going to be really very deliberate and take shots that really are wide open looks.
Maddie Christie in front of the net. She'll back it out to reset. Pass over to Emma Hammond. Emma Hammond finds Natalie Blackburn.
It's a nice catch.
Panthers working hard.
The Panther goalie's doing a great job. I mean, she's under heavy attack constantly, and she's really working hard to keep goals out.
15 seconds left here in the first half. Emma Potter on the catch. And nice play by the goalie. Millers did get a shot off. I think the Panthers are going to be able to ride this quarter out. Emma Hammond, just the great play right before the half. Really impressed with Emma Hammond's just IQ out there. Always on the ball, making plays. Well done.
Strong first half for the Millers.
The Millers do lead 14-0, and as we move to halftime, I want to remind you, you're watching HCTV Sports presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville, and we'll break now for a few commercial announcements.
When medical care is needed, where will you turn? With Community's Connect to Care program, one call or click finds you the closest open appointment. Request a time yourself, or let us do it. From a primary care doctor or virtual visit, to a med check or community clinic at Walgreens. Just call or click. You can go right to our website or to me. Connect to Care from Community.
We received a lot of feedback from our members and families that, sorry, I get really choked up about this, that their youth were declining in their social settings, that they were struggling in school. And I think people don't realize how much youth need this.
So the Boys and Girls Club is dedicated to inspiring and enabling all young people to reach their full potential. And we focus on academic success, healthy lifestyles, and good character and citizenship. We've had to find new fun and engaging activities for the kids that limit touching. We've done a lot of tag with pool noodles, so they're not actually touching each other and they're keeping a distance. So our team's been very creative in coming up with those new ideas to keep the kids having fun while they're here.
Going to school, you're going home, you're going to school, you're going home. They're missing out on problem solving. They're missing out on social setting with peers that isn't in a school setting. It's huge. It has a lot of benefits that I think seeing that in March where we kind of missed out, it showed the impact that having a Boys and Girls Club or an outreach center has for youth.
It really has had an implication on our overall budget, and I think that's probably something across the board for any business that's still trying to be operational right now. You're adding cleaning protocols, you're adding additional staff to do those cleaning protocols. We're adding additional staff to get our ratios lower so that there's less contact tracing to be done if something were to arise.
So having the funds to be able to reconnect when that time comes is going to be huge because we need to recruit them back in. It's very pivotal that they have this in after school hours for them to be successful.
We get amazing support from this community, and we're just extremely grateful for that and hope that we can continue to count on people as we go further down this road with the pandemic and not knowing kind of where that end point's going to be.
There's a lot of our youth that aren't able to use our services currently, and whenever we can get back to normal, we need to get our youth back into our buildings.
I think the kids need the outlet, and I think they need the connectivity, and I think that's two of the huge things that we can provide for them.
For the past several months, I've been my kids' everything.
Their teacher.
Library media specialist.
Food service.
Building maintenance.
Nurse.
PE teacher.
But I'm about to get a well-deserved timeout. With my kids back in school, I can do what I do best, be a mom. But it's up to me and you to keep our kids in school. And to do that, we're going to have to show some class. That means checking their temperature in the morning. Anything above 100 degrees means our children need to stay home. We need to lead by example by wearing our masks and modeling good social distancing to our kids. We need to make sure our kids avoid crowds and large gatherings outside of school. That includes slumber parties, playdates, and family reunions. We need to schedule a test for anyone in our family who may be exhibiting signs of COVID. For kids, those symptoms will include fever, fatigue, and a change in taste and smell. And let's be sure to keep our kids home if they're waiting for COVID test results or just feel crummy. So join me in having some class by supporting our educators and keeping our kids in school.
You know, when Margaret and I decided to sell the old estate here, we had only one choice in signage. Logan Street Signs and Banners. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore, but rather located on 10th Street on the south side of Noblesville. Well, we sold the old beauty, and we were able to buy this wonderful estate. And we had so much money left over, I was able to buy this beautiful 1968 Eldorado Cadillac for Margaret. Only 472,000 miles. Margaret loves it because it's got those big seats and that heavy-duty suspension to support her svelte frame. Next time you're looking for signs or banners, call old Jim at Logan Street Signs and Banners, 773-7200. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting for you.
Welcome back to our broadcast of our varsity girls lacrosse matchup this evening between the Noblesville Millers and the North Central Panthers. We're coming to you on Hamilton County TV, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating over 29 years in the business. Of course, the Millers lead 14-0 here at halftime. A lot of offense and time of possession. What do you look for as far as halftime adjustments, Jeff?
For halftime adjustments for North Central, they're really going to be working on defensive slides and trying to cut down those open lanes that the Millers have just been picking them apart upon. And then they're really going to focus on transition and trying to get into that offensive space. The Millers, their focus is really going to be on throwing and catching, continuing to run that offense, perimeter offense, and making those sharp cuts, really practicing that piece, and then really executing on that throwing and catching component. I think from the standpoint of that, the defense from the Millers was also pretty stout. And double teams, triple teams, saw a quadruple team a couple times. I mean, when the North Central girls got the ball, they were just being surrounded by Millers. And I think Millers will continue to look to apply pressure, but with a 14-goal lead, I'm going to guess that they'll kind of back off the heavy heat, and we'll see some players moving around the field a little bit more. Some of those starters may only see some limited work here to start the second half, and then we'll see a lot of those new fresh faces and some people in some different spots on the field.
Yeah, absolutely, and good opportunity for many of the girls to maybe get some more playing time. Again, like you said, Jeff, try out new positions on the field, and just continue to work to improve here in this young season. Of course, only the second game on the season for the Millers.
Millers will face a much stronger opponent on Friday night when they travel to Hamilton Southeastern. That team is going to be definitely a lot different than the two foes that they've faced so far, and will really be a good test for the Millers to see where they are and some of the things that they'll need to continue to work on. So that'll be a great game Friday night down at Southeastern.
Getting ready to begin second half play. We want to say thank you to our sponsor, Church, Hiddle, and Antrim, attorneys at law. Since the establishment of Church, Hiddle, and Antrim in 1880, our neighbors, community leaders, businesses, and school districts have placed their trust in us to solve their most challenging legal issues. We have a rich history of helping our clients when they need it most. Give us a call at 317-773-2190. or simply visit their website at www.cchalaw.com. That's Church, Hiddle, and Antrim.
Well, we can already see some changes taking place here with Emma Potter playing defense, Cheney Cornell, Aubrey Arms playing offense. So coach is mixing it up a little bit. And that'll be good experience for all these people.
Who's on the draw there for the Millers, Jeff?
I think it
might be Emma Hammond on the draw.
Hammond,
yeah, controlled by the Millers.
Tori Cook.
Another freshman getting some valuable playing time.
Pat, these Millers are loaded. When you look at number of freshmen who are already making contributions in this early part of the season, this program is going to continue to have a lot of success and continue to grow and go to the next level.
Coming into the season, definitely knew the strength of the senior class, but have been very impressed by the impact of the underclassmen, especially the freshman class.
Miller's tracked down that one.
It's like the Panthers are going to take over possession now by the goal.
Look at that defense, boy. They just 3 Millers around the ball.
Able to pop it loose.
Away with
And
it.
Emma Hammond looks like on the possession. There's Emma Hammond on the cut.
That's Cheney Cornell.
Brooke Miller with the ball now.
Hear a little more talking from the North Central defense as they're trying to call out these switches. So one of the things we talked about at half is, those slides and trying to get that going for their defense. And you can see they closed down on that play pretty quickly.
Cheney Cornell looking to move the ball. Millers will reset.
Miller's being very patient. There's no need to rush.
Lindsey Wilson getting some time in attack. Nice pass. That's Tori Cook. I think that's our 5th freshman on the board tonight, Jeff.
That's pretty amazing. Let's see. Marisha 1, Natalie 2, Tori 3, Chloe 4. Did I miss somebody? Emma Hammond 5.
Emma Hammond.
Yeah, 5 freshmen all have scored.
As I mentioned, clock will be running here as we move forward in the second half. Miller's currently up 15-0.
These are tough games for both coaches, right? You don't want to be a poor sport and put so many goals up and be defeating of the other team, and yet at the same time, Aubrey Arms with the goal, her first goal in her high school career.
Natalie Blackburn finds Aubrey Arms, and Aubrey just fires it in the back of the net. And you heard the reaction of the girls celebrating Aubrey's first varsity goal.
In less than 1 minute, they move the ball around. And, the cuts that they've been making tonight have been very strong, which allows for these great opportunities to score. And it's just tough work for the North Central defense to withstand.
Natalie Blackburn will be on the draw for the Millers.
So they weren't totally set when she backed away. She probably could have called a forced draw.
Yeah, it's like the Panthers will come away with that one.
Miller's still aggressive on the defense there, trying to force a turnover.
Panthers are going to need to move that ball to withstand this pressure. Otherwise,
quadruple teamed again.
Pop it loose. Ooh. Might see a yellow card here, Jeff.
Yep, I believe so. Stick to the head. That's an automatic 2 minutes. Have it, and a lot of the rules that we've talked about tonight: shooting space, defensive 3 seconds, the stick to the head. These are all player safety moves. The girls don't wear helmets. They wear goggles that help protect them from a ball hitting them in the eyes, but they don't wear shoulder pads or anything else. So these rules really are designed to keep the players safe and still have a very fast game. And this game is the fastest game on turf.
Nice look. Miller's moving the ball, getting set on the offensive end. They'll, of course, have as a result of the yellow card, Panthers will play one player down for the next 2 minutes.
So for those new to lacrosse, there are 3 types of cards that can be given during the game. You have a green card, which is generally given for a delay of game. So there are some teams that will foul multiple times in the midfield, and so they'll give them a delay of game, which is a 1-minute penalty. And then you have the 2-minute penalties for serious infractions such as slashing, stick to the head, a dangerous propel or dangerous shot. And then a red card is disqualification from the game, and that can occur when a player has gotten 2 yellow cards in a game. And the double yellow or red card doesn't happen very frequently, which is a testament to the girls playing within the rules.
Panthers looking to clear the ball successfully here. Once again, Miller's providing pressure and not allowing anyone to get open at this point.
Nice clear by the goalie. Nice play.
Got a double team here on the near sideline.
A little too much shoving there by the Millers. That was just a tremendous clear and catch by the North Central under heavy pressure.
Cheney Cornell and Aubrey Arms provide the pressure along with Lindsey Wilson. And Cheney Cornell's going to knock that one free and come up with it. As they move to the offensive end, Cheney, I think, is going to have a shot on goal, and it is blocked by the goalie. North Central's going to have possession. North Central's going to need to look to move this ball on the pass.
Oh, my.
Oh, Cheney comes up with it again. Missed the shot on goal. Millers will maintain possession.
North Central does need to move the ball more quickly. The Millers are just coming so fast and furious.
A really nice look there by Lindsey Wilson. Nice pass by Cheney as well.
Millers work hard, retain possession of the ball.
Aubrey Arms has it. And they're going to allow their spacing and cutting to do its job. Emma Hammond's going to get a little crease. Oh, my goodness. She's going to find
a nice pass.
Really good look to Brooke Miller.
Yep.
Emma's going to get the free position opportunity. Emma already on the board with a goal this evening. We'll see if she can add to her totals.
Oh, nice defensive play by the Panthers to knock that ball away as she was going to the goal.
Natalie Blackburn brings it out, passes it over to Brooke Miller. Brooke finds Cheney Cornell in front of the net. Cheney shot on goal, just can't get one to find the net.
Nice look, nice pass, nice catch. Oh, nice cut. Miller's moving very efficiently here.
Oh, Aubrey Arms with the shot on goal.
North Central comes up with it, and ground ball to Emma Potter.
Emma Potter's going to move into the offensive zone and look for a teammate cut in front of the net.
Oh.
Opts to Run a little bit of clock. We're under 15 minutes left in the second half. Emma finds Cheney Cornell, and once again.
Nice, quick stick play by the Millers there. Emma trying to hit Cheney and with a quick stick shot. Those are really nice when they go in. So love the looks and how they're trying to pull them off.
These girls are playing well. Again, a lot of traditionally defensive players down here on attack. Oh, finds Lindsay Wilson. Couldn't make the connection right in front of the goal. Got a ground ball that is possessed by the Panthers.
Double team comes and a forced turnover, and Millers have the ball back. Oh, nice cut. And shot.
Millers will maintain possession. Really impressed by the pressure that Emma Hammond puts on the ball consistently every time she's out there.
Millers are just so fast to the ball, creates so much trouble.
Lindsay Wilson on the shot once again. Couldn't find the net, but the Millers will maintain possession and will look to reset.
The Panthers have got to be pretty worn down considering the amount of time they've spent playing defense tonight.
Aubrey Arms looking for an open teammate.
Hearing some talking from the defense out there. You can see that their slides on this series are better as they're making those moves and adjustments. So good effort.
Natalie Blackburn.
Nice look in front of the goal.
Lindsay Wilson with the shot on goal. Millers once again will maintain possession, leading 16-0. We're at 12 minutes here left in the second half. Aubrey Arms with the ball. North Central, really nice defensive stand here, preventing the Millers from scoring on several shots on goal. I think that was a pass that found the net, Jeff. So goal for the Millers. Aubrey Arms, that's her second goal on the night.
Sometimes the lacrosse wins are not in your favor. And the goalie and the defense have really done a really nice job, as you said, making a good defensive stand. And you play defense that long, chances are you're going to get scored on eventually. And tough break for the Panthers on that one.
Jeff, the Millers have the next 4 on the road at Hamilton Southeastern, at Cathedral, at Carmel, and at Penn.
I'll tell you, that's going to really test the Millers to see who they are and what they are, because all 4 of those teams are very good historically. Carmel was the state champion the year before last, and they have a long and rich history of winning at Carmel. Cathedral was champions before that. So, tough part of the schedule coming up. Penn is always a difficult foe for the Millers, and then you have your sectional rival and your conference rival and your neighborhood rival with Hamilton Southeastern coming up on Friday. So, a tough stretch of scheduling for the Millers, and hopefully they'll navigate it well and learn and grow and continue to develop.
Well, I know the last time the Millers played at Hamilton Southeastern, there were snow flurries in the air. Let's hope that is not the case Friday evening.
It was a very chilly night, as I recall.
Position
All right, Cheney Cornell is going to get an opportunity to score. You hear the Millers bench respond, cheering on one of their senior captains and hoping that she can find the back of the net on this opportunity. And she does indeed. Well done. Cheney Cornell on the goal for the Millers.
And an opportunity to just mention our captains this year. You got Cheney Cornell, number 10, senior. Mallory Miller, number 13, a senior. Sydney Klinger, number 4, a senior. And Emma Potter, number 11, a senior. And they've been in this program from the beginning, started playing together as 7th graders. And, it's just been really fun to watch them grow and develop as players.
That Miller's goal was brought to you by Carpenter Realtor Jamie Carmasino. If you're planning to make a move, why not call a realtor with hometown experience? Jamie Carmasino has connections and a commitment to the community. She's raised 3 Noblesville athletes and is ready to help you with your real estate needs. Looking for a realtor? Call Carmo at 317-490-3735.
Nice pass in, and didn't get snagged quite right, but she still made the effort to scoop it into the goal, just missing. Lindsey Wilson there.
I like the creativity. Millers will move the ball around. They will take their time. We are just at 8 minutes left here in the second half. Millers have a comfortable 18-0 lead, which just happens to be the outcome of their last game against Avon.
Ball down on the ground there, but the Millers are able to track it back down and maintain possession. Oh, nice look.
And the Millers do put one in the back of the goal. Believe that was Lindsey Wilson. Lindsey found a nice spot there in front of the goal. Millers were able to find her. She secured it and put it top shelf to extend that lead to 19.
And that's Lindsey Wilson's first high school career goal. So lots of firsts tonight. Cheney Cornell with her first goal. Lindsey Wilson with her first goal. Aubrey Arms with her first goal. Let's see, anybody else? Tori Cook with her first goal tonight. Chloe Barnett, back-to-back hat tricks for a freshman out of the gate. So lots of nice storylines here tonight by the Millers.
Aubrey Arms on the draw, and she will control. Hamilton County TV is supported by Visit Hamilton County. Hamilton County attractions, hotels, and restaurants are following the Hoosier Hospitality Promise health and safety guidelines. Check out everything there is to see and do on spring break at visithamiltoncounty.com/spring-break.
Tough pass, good defense collapsing on that play.
Really nice catch. Emma Potter back on the offensive end.
Nice cut there. Millers continue to make really strong cuts. This offensive set has produced several goals tonight. Nice pass.
Reagan Haney with the ball. Moves it over to Aubrey Arms. Oh, Aubrey looking. Just looking to connect with Tori Cook there, pardon me. But was able to pick up the ground ball, maintain possession for the Millers. Reagan Haney cuts through.
Tough catch.
Somehow comes up with that.
Millers have exhibited a great deal of patience here in the second half in running their offense and really looking for shots on goal that are coming with an assist in.
Natalie Blackburn on the catch. Emma Potter cuts through, receives, squares, not seeing anything there, backs it back out. Once again with the 19-point lead, Millers will choose to burn a little clock, and they will choose to reset. As they move it around, Sydney Klinger now back in for the Millers. Ooh, not able to connect on that pass, and that will transfer possession over to North Central.
Watch this play here where Emma Potter is she got her stick on that.
Oh. Reagan Haney and
here comes
Emma Potter and Maddie Christie there on the triple team.
Nice play. Reagan Haney really pushing her toward the sideline there and into traffic and making it difficult for her to hold the ball. That's what these Millers have done all night long.
Anytime you can use that sideline as an extra defender, it is to your advantage.
This is the first time in quite some time that the Panthers have been down on the offensive end.
Double team by the Millers. They're able to pop it free. We'll see if they're going to come with that ground ball, and they do.
Natalie Blackburn on the ground ball pickup up to Emily
Throws it to
Blackburn.
her sister. And that's going to find Reagan Haney. Reagan Haney to Emma Potter. Oh, not able to connect on that one. Just out of Emma's reach, but Emma picks up the ground ball to maintain possession.
Right
Looks
in
for
front of the
Sydney
goal for
Klinger, and that is going to bounce
score.
in. That was Emma Potter to Sydney Klinger, and Sydney just kind of dropped it over the goalie, and it trickled into the net. So, goal for the Millers. Millers currently lead 20-0.
Down to getting close to the 2-minute mark left to go in the game, and a really strong performance by the Millers tonight, offensively and defensively, and lots of things that they're going to continue to build upon, especially with the strength of this young freshman class who's made some incredible contributions here tonight. The Millers are setting themselves up for a good season as they certainly head into this tough stretch over the next 4 games.
With the win, the Millers will go to 2-0 on the young season, but as we mentioned, the next 4 games will tell a lot about where the Millers are relative to the top teams in the state, and we certainly expect them to be among the top teams of the state as they move forward.
Boy, the ball hits the ground, and the Millers they've picked up just about every single one of them. That's Audie Terry, our backup goalie, into the game.
Oh, nice clear. It finds Emma Potter. Emma finds Reagan Haney.
Just a well-done
Reagan to
transition.
Sydney.
That was an excellent execution of your transition game. 3 passes, and they're already in the scoring, and everybody else is trying to catch up and get down the field.
We're under a minute to go. Mallory Miller back in on the offensive end for Millers. Of course, Mallory Miller and Sydney Klinger will both be headed to Walsh University to continue their lacrosse career next year. And Emma Potter will be headed to Central Michigan, where her sister Hannah is currently a member of the women's lacrosse team. Building a little bit of a Potter connection up at Central Michigan.
They're looking for the opportunity to play together. They've never had that opportunity, and because of COVID, it provides an extra opportunity for her.
And there is your final result for the evening. Millers handle North Central with a final score of 20-0. We want to thank you very much for joining us here on Hamilton County TV. Just as a reminder, you've been watching Hamilton County TV Sports presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville. Thank you so much for joining us and supporting the girls lacrosse team. And once again, a big thank you to Hamilton County TV for allowing this broadcast to take place. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. Jeff, thank you for joining us.
Oh, thanks, Pat. Great job tonight. Great job by the Millers, and we'll look forward to seeing them at their next home game and continuing this winning.